Who is S? Nobody really knows who S is, but Rec Room has given us very slight clues on who S is. So today we'll be stealing MatPat style, putting together all the clues, trying to figure out who S is. Around 5 months ago, Rec Room released a mysterious shop in Ink Inc. That shop having multiple expensive items, but the main one being the Amulet of Elsewhere. The Amulet of Elsewhere being the new most expensive item in Rec Room, costing 20,000 tokens. But when you bought this item, a portal appeared next to the shop. And when you walked into that portal, there was a computer. The computer mainly stating that someone was trying to hack Rec Room. The hack they were using is called S. And when you click the keyboard of the computer, it stated a few things. There was a lot of reading, but we're going to focus on the binary code. After throwing this binary code into a translator, I learned that it means 2 Ys with 2 Darius on top. And what is a Darius? I have absolutely no clue. But according to this wiki, it's some sort of old handwriting, specifically used in Dutch, which does end up translating to list. Which my theory on this is whoever is S has a list, and it's pretty obvious what's on that list. I mean, what else could it be besides items? The computer also states that it's like 87 steps ahead of you, and that's interesting because Rec Room takes place in 1987. But I have no clue what this would mean according to the lore, so I'm just gonna let it be. And with that, we're moving on to the second S shop. And with the second computer, I could only find one clue, and that being the most obvious thing, and that's stating the second phase incoming. But besides that, I could find nothing but items being sold. But also around this time, there's a new character introduced called the Teller. Teller itself just makes no sense. But there's this one key factor when the Teller's glass breaks, and that being a note from this person named H. And that this person named H works for this company called Shadow Inc. The reason I got suspicious over it is the fact that S and H are both the first starting letters. And I don't think it's a coincidence as soon as the second wave incoming is introduced, that this person named H is introduced. And what I think when you take the word shadow, each letter of shadow is another phase of the hack. And we just passed the S phase, but now we're moving on to the H phase. So instead of thinking of S and H as people, think about it as a name for a hack. That still leaves one thing unanswered, and that being, who is S? And after all we just learned is that S isn't a real person, it's just a hack. And I don't know who's running these hacks or anything. My best guess is that it's going to somehow circle around back to the Forbidden One. And if you want to know if Rec Room or Roblox is better, click on this video.